What's up, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Void Horror Podcast. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review of VHS 94. Yes, it's finally here, and we get to talk about it. Let's go! So I finally just got to see the movie, and before I get into my thoughts, I just want to mention a few quick things about Voidtober. I know you guys know about it, but I'm just going to reiterate it to you. We have new merch, new reviews planned for the entire month of the podcast, as well as the YouTube here. We've got live streaming on Twitch. All of those links will be down below. Helping out with merch means keeping this channel around to continue to do what I do and what Christina continues to do and all the stuff that we do on this channel, as well as Twitch, as well as everywhere. So if you can help out, we greatly appreciate it. Plus, we don't do merch very often, and this year's merch is pretty fucking badass. Check it out. Links down below. Now, without further ado, VHS 94. So I've been a fan of found footage for a long time. There are a lot of people out there, and I forget this sometimes when like a new VHS comes out or a new anthology, that a lot of people really like found footage, but there's also a group of people who do not. If you are a person that does not like found footage, VHS 94 is probably not going to be for you. But for me, I enjoy it. It's kind of like a different form of storytelling. It sometimes is a little rough around the edges. Sometimes it goes for realism, sometimes it doesn't, but this in particular, VHS 94, is pure 90s grindhouse, like straight up. All of the segments in this are done in such a way that it is bloody and out there and just crazy fun. This is a fun anthology that I quite enjoyed. Now, the wraparound, the story of VHS 94, because this is supposed to reboot the entire franchise again with all the same people that got the whole thing going to begin with. The creators, Brad Miska, David Bruckner, David Bruckner did The Signal. He just put out The Night House. And of course, you know, Brad Miska has been writing and a co-founder of Bloody Disgusting, as well as all of VHS series and many other anthologies, including Southbound, which I have enjoyed. We got a whole new story here that is the wraparound for the whole VHS thing, and I'm kind of digging it. What I mean by that is that they are kind of taking this into a cult-centric vibe that is akin to something like a Paranormal Saw. The story is a police SWAT team investigates a mysterious VHS tape and discovers a sinister cult that has pre-recorded nightmarish material which uncovers a nightmarish conspiracy. I like that. I like that kind of angle. Before it was a little bit more mysterious, but now it feels like there's some sort of organization that's bringing about some sort of paranormal thing. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything for you in here, but there are many segments that make up that story and how they all kind of cohesively fit together. That wraparound that I just mentioned is called Holy Hell, and that was done by Jennifer Reeder, who has written and directed this short. She's done Knives and Skins and a Halloween movie called The Dunes. Now, the wraparound in this, while I like the lore that's behind it, the wraparound in this by the end of the movie was a little up in the air for me. But don't let that discourage you, because what is on offer here for all the other shorts is actually very strong. It's a very strong helping of each. We get Chloe Acuna doing the Storm Drain, which is one of the first segments that you get to see. Probably my top 3. She's worked on other shorts like Slut and the .coms. Really never heard of her, but she did a great job here. We even get Steven Kostansky, who drops in for a really tiny sort of short that he did in this, which I'm not sure why his was so short. Maybe he was brought in too late or was busy doing something else, but he's in here. If you know Steven Kostansky, then you know that he is one of the minds that brought us The Void, which I enjoyed and love, and also Psycho Goreman, which just came out this year. We also get another segment called The Empty Wake by Simon Barrett himself, who just put out a new movie called Seance, which I saw in the theater and really enjoyed. I didn't get to do a review on that one, but man, he did a kind of a Q&A afterwards, and it was just insanely fun to listen to him talk. He did a great job on this segment. It is creepy, unsettling, and really works here. Timo Tjahjanto has returned from VHS 2. If you guys remember, one of the most amazing shorts in the entire franchise, one being the cult that he did in part 2 was, just a fantastic entry into the entire franchise. It is probably one of the best that is out there. Now, he returns doing something a little bit different here, and it's got like a techno sort of weird vibe to it that is unlike the other short, but still highly enjoyable and extremely bloody and gory. If you're not sure who he is the one that did The Devil May Take You and The Devil May Take You 2, T-O-O, which, by the way, those movies are some intense shit. I would say that I love the first one out of the two there. Man, is that one of the scariest films I think I've seen for a long while. If you can get past some of the CGI, it is amazing. And I think it's on Netflix, and the second one is on Shudder. Check it out. That segment, by the way, is called The Subject. I enjoyed that one quite a bit, but not as much as the others. Still very good. All of the segments in this are really good. And, when you talk about an anthology and you review one, it's the sum of its parts, if it all works. So I think this one actually works. But let me continue. One of the last segments, which happens to be my favorite, is called The Terror. This is by writer-director Ryan Prowse, who's also a friend of the show here and has been on many times. We've talked about his movie Low Life, which I always tell people to check out because it's some of the darker humor that I absolutely love. Like Quentin Tarantino has even darker humor and mixes them together to make this really fun sort of crime thriller with gore and some really fucked up jokes that are hilarious. He returns to this with sort of a group of patriots that are dealing with a certain supernatural force that, man, it does not reveal itself until the very end and is pretty much the end cap to the whole fucking thing. It really packs a punch. It's funny. It's dark humor through and through, and I loved this. Of all of the shorts in this, I really just love that one. I think it's just because I'm a sick fuck. Which, speaking of which, Ryan is actually going to be coming on the show again here to do a YouTube video with us and talk about, how he got involved with this project and what he did. Spoilers, we'll get to the end of that video, so be on the lookout for that. Then, of course, we get the wraparound that comes around and kind of fulfills the whole sort of thing. I'm not sure I was 100% on board with where it ended at the end, but I did kind of like stylistically how they ended it. I can't say much more than that. I don't know how much money they spent on this, but generally, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll give a certain amount of money to each director and writer to do a certain segment. And if they have a little extra money left over, they do something else. But I don't know how much they spent on this one, but it actually feels like it fits between the first and the second VHS fine. I can confirm that it is better than VHS Viral. Everybody had issues with, although I did like the one segment with the skateboarder kids. It was just too short. I would say that if you are a fan of 1 and 2, you should be satisfied with this. I would say that I would probably give this entire thing an 8.5. If you like blood and gore and laughs and just a fun kind of picked up sort of vibe that's going on here, you're going to get a lot of creatures. You're going to get a lot of all of that stuff in this. That's a really good thing. If you enjoy each of these segments, that means that this is a really good anthology. And I think this is a really good start for rebooting the franchise. Now, is everybody going to like it? I'm sure somebody's going to have issues with it. As I said, some people who don't like found footage probably aren't going to like it. But if you do, and you have watched the VHS franchise, you will enjoy some of the fun that is on display here. I'm glad to see it back because I enjoy it, and I feel like the right people are involved, and they're getting fresh talent that are doing things in the industry as far as horror is concerned. So I, for one, am very glad to have it back. I don't know if you guys knew this, but in 2018, they tried to reboot the franchise again with Snapchat stories, where they would do something on a Snapchat and then put it up for you to see for X amount of time. I did not know this. I watched a trailer for it today, but I've never been on Snapchat, so that might be why. Apparently it didn't do well. This seems like it might be a winner. You can watch it now on Shudder, so it's got a lot of people that are involved in it. I'm happy to see it's back. Is this better than Creepshow? Damn right. This is a step up. It seems like it had a decent amount of money to be able to do it. I would love to always see more money in any of these anthologies so we could just get fucking wild. 8.5 out of 10. That's a really good score in my opinion. It could go up higher, but I think this one might belong in the top films of 2020. 21. So, and so as far as my order goes, I would say, and I'm going to exclude one, but I'm just going to put them in the order that I like. I would have to say The Terror by Ryan Prowse. I would have to say Simon Barrett's The Empty Wake. Then it's Chloe Akuno with Storm Drain, Timo's The Subject, and then The Wraparound. But yeah. I enjoyed them all anyway, so it's kind of tit for tat there a little bit for some of them. So what did you guys think? Did you see this? Were you disappointed with anything? Did it not blow your lid off? I mean, 8.5 isn't saying it's the best thing I've ever seen. It's just solid and something extra, and it's nice to see it return. But I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments section down below. Was this for you? Was it not for you? Are you looking forward to more? Do you have faith in this franchise to bring back the goods again? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm glad to be reporting on this, and I hope you celebrate Voidtober with us all month long. We got a ton of stuff, even a giveaway for 21 fucking movies. Sign up. But other than that, thanks for coming by, and as always, long live the Void.